Welcome to Doc's Daily Dose for Dads, prescribed by Dr. Harrison. Words can really hurt, right? And we talked about how we can also use words to build people up. But you got to be careful of the words you use that will tear down your kids. I mean, eat at them. Eat at everything they do and have a lasting effect. You know, I think about all the things that I could say or could have been said to as a kid. And I think the biggest one for me that kind of hurts most is to hear your parents say, "I'm so disappointed in you." Right? I actually had that feeling of wanting to say that to my oldest son today. Now, he wasn't doing anything too bad. I mean, he was just being a real dick to his middle brother, like his younger brother, the middle one. Like he was being an asshole, right? And like I had been talking with him so much this past week about, kind of stepping up his game as the older brother, kind of stepping up as, getting in towards that double-digit age, and he's wanting to do a lot more stuff with a lot more freedom, and I needed him to show me that he can handle that. And then, him being mean to his little brother was just like, man, I know I taught you to be better than that towards your brothers. And I didn't say, "I'm so disappointed in you." And I thought about it, and I was like, is that the right word? Is that the word I really want to say to him? Because, see, here's the thing. A word like disappointed, if you break it down, what it's saying is you have failed to meet the expectations set for you. And I don't want my son to feel like he's failed me in any way, right? I don't want my son to feel like I've set up some specific expectation that he has to reach for the rest of his life. And also, is it really the appropriate word? Am I really disappointed? Maybe a little bit. But more than anything, I was just like angry and pissed off or upset. And that's a better way to approach it, saying, I don't like that you did that. This has made me angry. You're pissing me off about this stuff that I have to keep reminding you, right? So be careful if you're going to use that word disappointed. Don't just throw that around and use it as kind of a weapon of yours to humble your kid, to bring them back down to earth, to ground them a little bit. To make sure that they know that you mean business and that you're serious, right? Disappointment, that's tough. Because the other thing that I think you have to stop and think about is, if you're truly disappointed, based off the definition of disappointment, a failure to meet the expectations laid out for you, that feeling you get when that failure happens, well, I don't really blame the kid for that. Instead, I turn that back on myself and I take ownership, right? Did I create the right environment for him to succeed? Did I teach him the skills he needs to meet those expectations? Did I include him on the expectations and see what his expectations were for himself? Maybe they're greater than mine. Maybe they're not as great as mine because he doesn't think he can get there, or maybe he doesn't know that he can. Who knows, right? It's the same thing when I teach. If you're failing a class, it's not because you're dumb, you're lazy, or anything like that. It's because I didn't produce the proper environment for you to excel as a student, as a learner. I didn't teach you the right skills or understand what you needed to learn the most. When I coach football, I'm not disappointed in my boys. What I'm upset about is failure to execute, or lack of effort, or you didn't go and chase that guy down. But again, not their fault. Did I push them hard enough in practice? Did I put them in those scenarios so they know what to do? Was I the best coach I could be to make sure they were the best player they could be? Was I the best teacher I could be to make sure they're the best student they can be? And was I the best dad that I could be to make sure or help ensure that they're the best kid they can be? Think about it. And don't just throw around words like disappointment. They're harsh. That's Doc's Daily Dose for Dads. Don't forget to hashtag Doc's Daily Dose for Dads, hashtag 4D, all social media at rebirthx, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music. Check out the website, rebirthx.com. Just to let you know, coming up, these videos are only going to be available on YouTube from now on. I'm not going to be posting them to Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram and Twitter and all those links. I'm going to start separating my content for those particular platforms. So these videos daily will be on YouTube. I'll have a community page on Facebook that's all dad stuff. I will have LinkedIn will be just for the business and growing the business. You know, Instagram is going to be the pictures about some things that we've been doing and inviting other people to throw their pictures on there. Which one am I forgetting? Snapchat will be little stuff going on throughout the day. Twitter, we're going to be focusing more on the business there as well. So I'm going to give you plenty of different avenues to be able to connect with the content you want on the platforms that they are made for, so that you're not seeing the same thing across all of them. So that's coming soon, hopefully within the next week. I'm really busting my butt to try to get it pulled together, and I'm going to start documenting myself, really busting my ass to make all this happen. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.